Hey guys, it is Sunday here in West Virginia, and Sunday is usually race day, and has been for a few weeks now since NASCAR kicked off with the Daytona 500, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So now, every now and then, I guess I'll do a race day Sunday video for you guys. So today, what I have is something really nice, and we're gonna crack it open. And it's from the old Hot Wheels Vintage Racing series. Well, it's not too old. It's about, I don't know, a decade old or so. I think it was from 2011, 2012. So a little over a decade, about 11, 12 years, something like that. And what we have today, we have the Sam Posey 70 Dodge Challenger. And this one is beginning to be hard to find, and it's went up quite a bit in price since I last had it. And as I mentioned before in a couple of videos ago, I'm trying to go back to like my roots, the Mopar stuff and the racing stuff. So I'm trying to obtain some of the old race cars I used to have, and this is one of them. And I don't believe this is one that had the problem with sticking to the card. That's why I did not hold out to get a loose one. I just bought one that was on a... Actually, it's not too bad of a card. The card's actually really, really nice on top. It just has bent lower corners. But if you put it in a Protecto, it would have been fine. But I've already ripped it open for the video, and I was kind of holding my breath, hoping that it wasn't going to be one of the ones where the paint stuck to the card, and I don't believe it was. I know its counterpart, the Plymouth Trans Am race car, the Dan Gurney number 48 Cuda, it does stick to the card, unfortunately. So that one I'm kind of holding out on finding a mint loose one. And I've been coming across some cars with either no damage at all or very, very minimal damage for pretty decent prices. The ones that are sticking, that were sticking to the cards. But yeah, this guy isn't. As you can see, nice tampos on this side and very nice tampos on that side. Maybe a little bit of black gone on that number 7, but nothing too bad at all. And I noticed if you zoom in on these, like the door handle tampos on these almost look like duct tape. It's kind of weird, but if you take a nice crystal clear picture and zoom in on it, it's almost like they are duct tape. Let me zoom in and see if I can get the look here for you guys. No, it's not so clear here, but yeah, it almost looks very porous, like medical tape or something, or duct tape, however you want to call it. But yeah, kind of odd. I noticed that when I was checking out this car in the package before the guy shipped it. And the guy that I bought this from, and sorry, I forgot the seller's name, but he was very willing to cater to like sending pictures of the car up close and stuff to reassure me that there wasn't like chunks missing in the tampos and things like that. So I was very pleased with his service and such. And yeah, this is a very nice example of the car. Happy to have it. I will be popping him into the display case behind us, maybe. Not sure if it's going to go there or if it's going to go in one of these little handy-dandy brick rods and go over in the Mopar display. Either way, it's going to... Oh, wrong way. It's going to be on display where I can see it on a daily basis. Because this is a fine looking car. Love the huge chin spoiler, and it's pretty accurate to the real deal. Hot Wheels did a very good job with this car trying to mimic the original. It's a little bit small for 1/64th in my opinion, but outside of that, it's a pretty nice casting. So that's pretty much it, guys. We'll swing it underneath and let you see it. How it has the side exit header exhaust. Pretty cool. And it has Goodyear white letter slicks. The I guess on this it would be mini lights. I don't know what they would call it, Watanabes or what. On the American Muscle, like Trans Am series cars, I know on the JDM stuff, the company was like Watanabe and usually mini light. I'm not sure what the company was. For the American cars, those 10-spoke gray, really common racing wheel that you would see on the like road racing stuff, especially the JDM road racing. But the American Trans Am series ran them too, so that's pretty cool. And then one thing to let you know on this car, the top wasn't a vinyl top. They painted it black because they were having some problems, I guess, with the car being acid dipped. That the body lines were like coming apart or something. They had to do some work on it, and they had to hurry up and paint it, and they painted the roof black or something before a race. Something like that happened. That's why the roof on this car was black. And such. And there was another reason why it did not run the TA stripe and it ran the RT stripe. There's a story behind that too, and I cannot remember. Because if you know about these cars, the TA Challenger was made in production, so they had a car to run in the actual Trans Am series, kind of like NASCAR rules. You had to have actual production cars to run it in the NASCAR races. Same thing applied with the Trans Am stuff. So they had the AR CUDA for Plymouth, and then the TA Challenger for Dodge. But there's a reason why this had the RT stripe and not the TA stripe. And then the hood, I know this hood, it looks like a shaker, and I think that's what it was supposed to be. I think they took the same body that they use on their Pro Stock Challenger from Vintage Racing and used on this one. But anyways, the actual race car had like a snorkel scoop on it, and it wasn't really like the typical TA glass hood with that snorkel scoop. It was a little bit different. So yeah, there's some good stories behind this car, the actual race car. I just cannot remember all of them. But yeah, you guys probably wonder, if you know about Mopars, why it doesn't have a TA stripe on it if it's supposed to be a TA, and why the roof was painted black, and other things like that. So if you can find some history on the car, it's an interesting read. So guys, thanks for watching, and I will be back again tomorrow with a Mopar Monday. This is kind of just an early Mopar Monday, I guess. But we'll be doing some drag racing stuff from Drag Strip Demons, the originals from 09 and 10. So be sure to tune back in for that. So enjoy your Sunday afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow.